Hello. It's Sunday. I'm ready to craft. What are you doing? I'm almost ready to craft. I just put a new bobbin on here. Oops. No. There we go. What's up? Hello. Oh my word, come on. Hang on. I'm almost there. Hang on. What's up? What's going on? How's your weekend? What are you working on? There, I got it. Hello, hello. It is beautiful here. And we already took the dog for a walk this morning. Elizabeth has a question. Go. Go for it. What is it? Hello. Hello. Kim sock knitting. Carrie said I can't. Oh, you are really, Carrie? What are you getting? Carrie said I can't stay long. I'm getting a tattoo right this second. Like right now. We're all keeping Carrie company during her tattoo process. Hello, hello. There we go. Connie, I heard we have a friend in Edmond area, and he said it was 85 there yesterday in Oklahoma. Hello. Hello. Gosh, wow, hi. Kelly said walking the dogs with the 4-year-old next door. That sounds nice. Lisa asked where you're getting it done, Carrie. I don't want to answer for you. Okay, Elizabeth said where I need to start the gusset according to length would be in the middle of the repeat. So should I finish it? You don't need to. No. You can, but when you get to the end of the gusset stitches, then you're going to like turn your heel. At that point, I would make a note, and I think it says in the pattern, make a note of what your last pattern row was or chart row. But you can start the gusset anywhere that makes sense. And I just finished the first sock, and I was like, oh, you guys probably saw it. And I was like, it's way too long, but when I put it on, it fit perfectly. So if it seems like it's getting too long, it might be okay. Okay. Jennifer said, hello, folks. Carrie, what are you getting? Alice said, Carrie, don't type. The movement might mess them up. Wouldn't that be so funny? Not funny. Not funny at all. But a little funny. So, hi, Sunny D. Kai, hello. He said, hello, everyone. On my way home from a visit to a yarn shop in PA. That sounds nice. I heard it's beautiful there, too, right now. Stephanie's working on her sock. I'm actually going to spin. It's hard to read this many comments and knit a pattern at the same time. So, but I do have the second one cast on. Hello, Kathy and Mel and Janet. Elizabeth said, Carrie, you should stay with us. We will distract you. Hello, Erica. She said, here for a moment. Have to go work in the hoop house. Spring planting. Can't wait for my sock book to arrive. I can't wait either. Crystal asked what kind of heel is on this sock. I think it's like a modified, well, it's very close to a Flegel. I think the only difference is that the increases are different. Is that right? It's very similar. Did you, Andra? Okay, Andra said my first one was way too long too. Mine isn't too long, but I thought it was going to be. She said I did actually have to do some sock surgery. Kai said no project since I finished my kilt. Oh. He said taking a quick mental break before I start my next project. Sorry. We've had the windows open. It's kind of cool in here. Lisa said I've been watching the vids this afternoon. So delighted to see Trish on a vid. started version 672 of the Stripes jumper. Oh, I saw that, Lisa. You mean with the hand spun? It looks really good to me, but I know it may not be turning out to be what you wanted it to be, but to me it looks great. Crystal said, love the Fleegle heel. I like it too. It's just, I haven't done one in a while, and I think, and I could have this wrong, maybe you guys will remember, I think the Fleegle might have a lifted increase, and this is a knit front and back increase, so it is not much difference. You know what I mean? That's not a lot of difference. Okay, Jennifer said, I went and bought a bunch of hunky size 5 to teach myself how to crochet granny squares today, but I have to wind them first. Oh, I'm sorry, Jennifer. I like doing that. So Alice said is doing the swirly crochet pattern she keeps whining about. How's it going? Love the color progression. Jennifer said, Kai, how can we see your finished kilt? It's on Instagram, Jennifer. Candy said, well, good afternoon, everyone. Doing sign stuff for Hubs. Tracy said, big shout out to Roxanne. Her explanation of make one left and make one right is fantastic. Karina, you tell me, said, hi, I'm getting a variety of skirting from Mary's. Oh, I love Mary's Little Lamb. Shetland lamb fleece from Valley View Farm. And my finishing a sweater fleece from Kaima Ridge. Am I saying that right? Kima? Thank you for your breathing. You're welcome. Thank you for watching it. Margarita said, when you wear knitted socks, do they stretch out and make your feet swim in them? I do not have that. Hand knit 54 stitches, machine knit 60 stitches with lycra added. Both still loose after wear. No, I don't have that. Oh, Jennifer said I meant chunky. Not. I probably should have figured that out. I'm sorry. Elizabeth said I did a Fleegle on my isn't it a lifted increase, Elizabeth, in Fleegle? Anne said I have FOMO. Oh, yay. It's not a hard sock. I mean, it went pretty quick, obviously, for me, but I did invest some time in it. Kathy said, good morning from Washington. Good morning. Lisa liked the idea of hunky. Sarah said I took a nap early. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Then she said, go me. You're smart. Candy said I had to take out my sock and cut back on the stitches, but I caught back up to where I was, and now I like the pattern so far. I like it too. And I thought it went, well, maybe I'm wrong. I thought it went pretty quickly. But, you know, I think it's kind of a matter of experience too. I've knit a fair few pattern socks. Alice said I agree with Lisa Jennifer. She likes the idea of hunky too. Just a girl said I'm working on cranking some socks on my circular sock knitting machine. Oh, thanks, Kai. That would be cool. Crystal said I finished boy socks. He is a grown man, I swear, and the Fleegle heel it's not lifted. She said, isn't a lifted increase or I just went, I hate lifted and I did what I like. Elizabeth said, yes, it is one. Anyways, this is knit front and back for the increases. I can't think of any other differences except you increase to the same number. No, you don't. I think you increase to a different number too than you would if it was a true Fleegle, but you know, no big deal. Alice said, please do, Kai. I'm not on Instagram. Elizabeth said, yes. Okay. Sorry. I already read that one. Deb said, happy Sunday all here till my battery dies at 8%. Oh no. Forgot my charger along with everything else. Deb, how you doing today? How's it going? Deb's in the car. Candy said went much quicker than I thought it would. Oh, good. Did you finish one too, Candy? No, you said you just took some stitches out, right? Hello, Amanda. I love Wyoming. We took a big trip last year, and I think Wyoming was my favorite. I felt like this is home, even though I've never been there before. Yep, Jennifer said, yes, hunky size 5. Okay, Alice, what does that mean? Momoa yarn? I forgot my stupid water, too. I'm scared because I'll, like, mess myself up. Alice, Lisa said, oh, Alice. Anne said Andrea Mowry has a Fleegle in her day socks she uses make one right and make one left. Oh, well, I mean, it's really not any different. Oh, Momoa. Got it. I didn't get it the first time. Now I get it. Candy said, nope, not finished yet. Okay. June said, hi. Hello, June. Hi, all. Hope you're all well. Hello, Crafty Owl. Crystal said, I haven't done a top-down sock in a while, so I hope I guessed at the toe correctly. A top-down? What do you mean, Crystal? Tell us more. Amanda said it is pretty great. We were there in the fall, though, early fall, and I hear winter's pretty rough. So maybe I wouldn't love it. Because, you know, I'm always complaining about winter. I'm a big baby. It's true. Jennifer said, Momoa yarn, that's exactly what I was thinking. You guys are... I didn't even understand it. He's not my type. Elizabeth said, hey, tribe, listening, observing, while hopefully finishing a thin spin of singles, then on to plying. Yay! Thank you. Where was it?
In the entryway.
Thank you. Up the upstairs? Yeah, had to be.
Thumbs up, people.
John brought me my water. Thank you, babe. Welcome, Ray. He said thumbs up, people. I don't think you guys could hear it. Crystal said, top down sock. I never judge when I have to start toe decreases. I usually do it like 1 to 1.5 inches from the toe. Do you know what I mean? You guys. He'll read it when he gets upstairs. Joanne said, I've made only one pair of socks. Is it the 52 socks book? I mean, Joanne, we are here to walk you through it and walk you through it, answer questions, anything you need help with. Someone's going to help you. I'll be happy to help you if I see it, but a lot of times other people see it first and they'll jump in and help, which I love. So Jennifer said, there's your type, honey. Hi, John. Yep. I just feel like he would be fun. I'm talking about Jason now. He would be fun to hang out with, but he might get to be a lot really quick. You know what I mean? Like, too much for me. But, you know, I'm a quieter person in general. Hi, D. Alice said, I just can't spell Trish Momoa. Hunky. I got it now. Ethereal, hello. She said, hey, good evening. I think you're a she. I'm sorry if I get your pronouns wrong. I can't always tell. Hey, good evening, Trish, and everyone waiting on a package from Hip Strings on Etsy. I'm expecting 4 dozen packs of bone. Is that right? 4 dozen packs? Blend, Shetland, BFL, Manx, Lockton, Comb Top. Interesting. Mel said, I'm stash diving for a sock project so I can have a traveling project. Good one. Ooh, found some sock yarn balls from the Fibre Guild fundraiser. Crystal said, I do that and it ends up too long for me. I swear maybe, are you making a longer toe than I do, maybe? I don't know. Mary Beth, this is the first book. The second book isn't out until April. Ethereal said, I ordered 4 before and 4 of a gray color and loved the bone blend. Someone is going to make enough yarn. Whoa, that's exciting. Enough yarn for the biggest throw blankie I can. Joanna said, okay, ordering the book. Already have yarn. I figured it's okay if you want to make vanilla socks, but I also did figure in the beginning that if people wanted to learn more techniques, this is like the perfect opportunity because there's so many people here who want to help you succeed, you know? So, and there's going to be a lot of different techniques throughout the process. Mel said, unknown fiber going to rebalance to see what it looks like on the inside. Need to soak and block the new hat. Exciting. Oh, thank you. Elspeth said 8 4-ounces. Got it. Got it. June said, finished my 2 pairs of toe socks. That's fun. We'll try to post pics this week. Hello, Kiera. Amanda said, last winter was horrible. This winter has been so nice. Us too. Wow, what a stash. So awesome. I've never done a sock. Knitting is not my talent. That's okay. It's fine if anybody doesn't want to. Like, and doesn't mean you can't cheerlead or, just watch or just whatever. Hello, Arini. Mari said, try starting your toe at 2 inches before total length. There you go. Okay, thank you. I am a she indeed. I can't tell from the picture, you know what I mean? Almost my birthday to be 65, not 4 dozen, but the total amount is 12 packs of 4 ounces each. Got it. Crystal said I might be making a longer toe. It will be okay though. This is knit number 2 on this sock because I needed to take into account I'm knitting out of bits and oh yeah. Got it. Yeah. Anne likes negative 10% ease. I think everybody likes things a little different. I am more of a 5% negative ease girl. Joanne, I do. I'm trying to remember what video it was in. Shoot. And I don't think there's an Amazon affiliate link in the description here. I'll message it to you after if it's okay, because that does help me out. It really does if people buy it through the affiliate link. Elspeth said hit that like, folks. Okay, here we go. We're finally gonna spin. Alice said the fiber you're playing with is so curly. Trish, love it. What is it and how is it to spin? This is BFL silk. One of them that I have, it's taupe kind of, and it is so nice to spin. It is a favorite for me. Mary Beth, so you're on the first, yes, we are on the first sock of the book. It started on the 1st, so we're on the 3rd day, and you are not committed to doing anything you don't feel like doing. So if you want to skip 1, 5, 7, whatever, or change the pattern the way you like it, it's fine. Mel said, question if I want to reknit yarn I unraveled from a store blanket. How best to knit wide blanket? Super long. Oh gosh, there's so many ways, Mel. To knit wide blanket, super long cables would be nice, but it's not going to say it's best. Welcome, Diamond. Hello, Athena. Ethereal said, what is negative ease? Okay, so ease refers to how much bigger or smaller than the actual object is. So negative ease would be you actually make it 10% smaller when it's not stretched. Does that make sense? And then it will stretch to fit. But if you want something like a sweater that is going to be not tight or not fitting and giving you more and more room, depending on how much ease, you would do positive ease. So that's bigger than the actual thing that you're knitting for, measured while the garment is not on, always. Did that make sense? I don't even know. Carolyn said, working on the Friday night socks from the Weekend Sock Collection by Carly Perrins. I'll probably join you in the 52 sock collection on sock 3. I can't get a sock knit a week. We're doing 2 weeks. But that's fine. You join us for whatever you want or whatever you don't want is totally fine. Hello, Cindy said, hi, I just got home from working, was in Muskegon and Spring Lake today. Oh, you were right in my neighborhood, almost. Sorry, my hair. Crystal said I went off the rails with this sock along and I am not knitting the socks from the book, but I could change my mind later. Whatever you want to do, Crystal. I am also doing Sock Madness, and the first sock also dropped on the 1st, I think. So this might get interesting for me. But if I don't make it, I don't really care anymore. I'm too tired to care. Jan said, hi, Fibre friends from Colorado. I'm knitting a blanket today, probably 3+ months, blocks and ribs blanket. I don't think I know that one, but it sounds good. Okay, ethereal. Okay, good. So it did make sense. Jennifer said, hello, all. So excited to finally catch you live. Welcome. Alice said I made crochet toe socks for the kids. Yes, absolutely, Alice. If you want to crochet socks and join, or just crochet socks and whatever, it's fine. Candy said, what is the sock thing you guys are doing? I think I missed. You definitely missed something. You must have missed a whole month. We are, hang on, I'll show you. I got it right here. We are, well, I don't want to commit anyone else. I'm going to work through, oh my gosh, my hair is so annoying today. Really? This book. I decided I was going to work through it one pair every 2 weeks instead of one pair a week. And we're on the first pair right now. We started on March 1st. And I have finished one sock so far. And a toe, well, not the toe's not finished, but it's started on the second sock. Mary Beth said I had started sock 22. Don't remember when I started it. Alice said there's a knit along going on right now, Candy. Rhonda said that counts. Alice, I've crocheted socks. I prefer knit, but it's fun to crochet them as well. Alice said I don't. You can join by crocheting if you want. Totally fine. Or not. Got it. She said I don't knit much and socks aren't my thing, so I'm just bragging about that one time. Ethereal said I crochet my socks and make them to fit from the toe up. I do exact foot with a slight looseness because sometimes feet swell after a long day, especially outdoors. Well, and crochet is probably a little bit less stretchy, which isn't to say it's bad, but you would want a different type amount, let's say a different amount of ease because of the stretch. No problem, Candy. Hello, Karen. Athena said, I'm excited about your knit along, but I started socks in January and I only just started on the second one. That is fine. Hello, Kathia. Oh, is it Mary Beth? Mary Beth said my book is hardcover. I didn't even know you could buy it in hardcover. Alice said, ooh, that's the silk that's currently, yes. It is an adventure. Oh my goodness, my hair today. I did, Candy. Well, kind of. Amanda said cheerleading. It is fine if you want to cheerlead. Kira, I think it depends a lot on what the design is, how much the yarn was, what type of design elements it took. So it just depends on what it is, really. Andrew said, do we have a Ravelry group for... No, there's not no. Just posting in the Facebook. There is a hashtag. It is FLD52weeks. So you can post anywhere you want. Facebook, Instagram, anywhere. If you use the hashtag, we'll see it. Ethereal said, by the way, the size of socks I make is the size on that cover. I only had 2 pair with longer leg height for very cold. I did not. Oh, yeah, I guess they are kind of short on the cover. And see, John likes them really long. Yes, Candy said, anyone else do the sock and post pics in the group yet? There have been pics. There were pics of early starts that are like done or almost done, which is awesome. I do not care if you don't wait until the exact day. I don't care. I would want it to be fun, not like rules and rules and rules. Rhonda said, I think I'm going to pull out my sock and start over. I crossed the second set of cables the wrong way and I started with 72 stitches, my usual, but the sock is knitting up big on my foot. Really? I actually measured my feet, which I have never, I don't think ever done before. And my foot is 9 1/4 around, but the leg part, it was a little tighter to get my foot through. It fits perfectly, but putting my foot through it was a little bit tighter, but it went. So I did post a picture somewhere of that one sock done, didn't I? I think I did. Yes, there's a couple, Candy. But I don't know if they knew about the hashtag, so you might just have to scroll. to look. Rhonda said I also switched from DPNs to 2 circs, and that is not normal for me. Were you having trouble with the way it was knitting? Or are you just doing something different, Rhonda? Candy said, what yarn were you using again? Weight and fiber content. I am using fingering weight yarn. It's BFL. It's the high twist BFL, so I think it's BFL nylon. And I dyed it, so I really like it. I did, Amanda, but I just took a picture of the one finished sock. But I did, to give my progress yesterday. I don't know. It's already starting to blend together. Yeah, I kind of think I should have done that craft design. Is it Laura? Is it? It's Laura, right? Yeah. She said same stitch count makes for a looser leg. With larger legs, it's a must. It's really because I have a high instep, and it's kind of hard to get like the part where my heel is into, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a bigger diameter right there, you know? Rhonda said, my feet swell from my knee replacements. I usually rib the foot, so that probably pulls the foot in. Oh, yeah. Candy said, I'm 9 1/4 too, but I have wide feet and I wear a 9. I wear a 9 1/2. Just for reference. I wear a 9 1/2. Diamond said, I'm not on the sock journey. I'm crocheting camo hearts today. That sounds fun. It has a bit of stretch, but it's not super stretchy. Kai said, I love that green. Thank you. Lisa. Darn it. Laura Lisa. I was close. Anne said, I think you should dye FLD colorway for the knit along. I have been dyeing some like tonals and solids that are going to hit the shop this week. And for those of you who are here, everything wool is going to be 15% off starting tomorrow and going through tomorrow afternoon and going through like till midnight on Friday, my time. So just telling you. So that stuff will be going in during the week, I think. Ethereal said, dang, that's pretty. Looks like a ball of ferns crushed together. Oh, that sounds cool. Lisa said, I love that idea, Anne. We could all do the same. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy, right? Lisa said, I have ankle issues with lipoma. Probably said that wrong. Makes my ankles look swollen and requires a bigger leg. Oh, that makes sense. That is so nice, though, about knitting your own socks, because you can make them fit whatever different size things you need to do, you know? Amanda said, I don't Facebook or Instagram, so that's the only one I saw. It's all good. Oh, got it. Amanda, you're wise. Really, Candy? I guess ethereal, I guess. My mom does too. Whenever there's like a shoe that cuts across like my instep, it will just like squeeze down. But my shoes fit otherwise, so. Rhonda said knitting on DPNs with the cables was bothering me for some reason. Interesting. Really? You've been called Laura a lot? That's funny. I wonder if other people mix those two up. Kira said, question, I'm making a dress from a sweater pattern. I have what kind of... Oh, gosh. I would need to see the pattern, Kiara. I don't know if anybody... I've never actually made a dress, so I don't know if anybody else has suggestions for that. Anne said matching socks for the retreat. Mal said, what is the sale celebrating? It is celebrating that spring is coming. And it's also celebrating that I've been dyeing a ton and there's a lot of stuff in the shop. That's it. Alice, I mean, I have been dyeing a ton. I've been dyeing probably 12 pounds a week, which for me is a lot, but I've been very inspired lately. And I've been trying some new techniques. It's been really neat. Alice said crochet will stretch as much, but it doesn't shrink back as nicely until it's washed again. Interesting. That's the issue with crochet for form-fitting thingies. See, I do crochet, but not enough to have that kind of knowledge about it. Do you know what I mean? Lisa said, I agree, knitting my own socks. It's so nice. Because, like, John has very long arms. And it is so nice for him to get sweaters that aren't too short, you know, in the arms. Ethereal said I have them too, and they are very flexy. I can lay flat and bend my toes to touch the ground. When I put my feet together, there is a gap between my heels, sort of the same concept as as a thigh gap. I don't know. Is there a gap between before? Yes, I have a huge gap before my heels. Oh, bye, Kai. Sorry. Shoot. He's probably gone and I missed it. I got a lag, that's why. Mel said I'm trying to get 6 stupid house chores done and keep flying between them all, subsequently getting nothing done. That is like the story of my housework life. Truly. We were just talking about this the other day because there's a girl that knits at my local yarn shop, and she said her husband can clean their house entirely in 2 hours because he does not get distracted by all the other stuff that is, you know, also his responsibility. Do you know what I mean? Crystal said, so what you're saying is I should keep my eyeballs on the shop to at least see what you're up to. I am not saying that, Crystal, but I mean, because I haven't been filming dyeing a lot lately, but I am going to do a full tutorial on dyeing spinning fiber, because I did the full tutorial on sock yarn a little while ago, and that is coming in the next 3 to 4 weeks. But I just, for whatever reason, maybe it's because we moved it, or maybe because it's spring, I don't know, or almost spring, I have been super inspired. It's weird. Lisa said, don't forget to like button, everyone. Candy said, oh, funny Melanie, sometimes multitasking is a long project. I feel that way all the time, though. Lisa said, has anyone knit a dress? I saw a lovely pattern recently, but have visions of a bottom-shaped bulge stretch. That is what keeps me from doing it. Because I fear that I'll put all that work in and then it'll get, like, stretched out places and won't, you know, look as nice. I would have all kinds of stretched out places. It is what it is. Alice tried to imitate John's voice and said, hit that like button. I don't think I can do it either. And I hear it all the time. Oh, wait, we gotta move this sliding hook. Okay. Oh. Hey. There. Ethereal said, I stretch to keep myself flexible because I'm getting older. Flexibility is important for mobility. I can touch the top of my head with my heels, and I can prove at any time stretching is good. I don't know, Alice. I can't see, but I'm sure it worked. Crystal said, I like seeing what's in your shop. Thanks. It seems like it's been a lot going in there. Welcome, Jan. Amanda said, sorry for everyone's life for sure. It's so cool you can dye so much at a time. The thing about having the sheep, cows, horses, all that jazz is you don't have much time to enjoy those critters. That's so true. Ethereal said, I totally understand that stretched out places. I mean, that's my fear because I have had sweaters and stuff before. It doesn't happen all the time, but that stretch out and don't look as cute after. Even if you wash them, they just don't, whatever. So I fear it with a dress because it's so much extra work. Athena said, I made several dresses. Oversized is the trick. Amanda said, plus a full-time job. Oh, wow. It wouldn't let me write my whole rant. Holy cow. Candy said, farming is a never-ending job in itself. Like, how do you do so much? Hats off to you. Really. Hello, Deanna. Maury said, Kiera, I usually do make one increases almost everywhere that I increase. If you want to get fancy about it, you can do left or right leaning make ones, but honestly, I don't think I notice a difference. That is smart, Rhonda. Rhonda said, I've been looking at Tai Chi classes to help balance and flexibility because it will help you strengthen a bunch of things that you need for strength. You know what I mean, too? Because you're holding all those positions. Oh, story. Got it. Story of everyone's life. That's one I didn't get. Athena said, and I love wearing belts over those dresses to add shape back again. Oh, that makes sense, too. Ethereal said, OMG, it is so soothing watching you dole out the yarn so regularly like you do. Spinning it is like it is for me, too. Usually. Once in a while, I have something that's a fight. It's rare now. It used to be more often when I was a newer spinner, but it's totally meditative for me now. It was harder in the beginning, though. Kira said, how do I look at your shop, Trish? I would love to buy stuff from you. It's at fibrelovediary.com. I think it's in the description because people kept asking me, and we talked about, of course. So, in here. Oh, okay. Alice, you're so smart. Heads up. Is it next weekend, really? Next weekend is daylight saving in the U.S. Do you have DST in Michigan? Yes, we do. So that means we'll be changing times next week. Dang, I hate it. I hate it. Amanda said, I don't keep up on most things. It's fine. Maybe you're doing exactly what you should do. Maybe you're exactly where you should be. That's one of the things I tell myself now. It has helped me change my brain. Just Beth said, I started feeling the FOMO, so I just ordered the book. Yay! Well, welcome to the crazy. Do not feel any pressure. If you don't want to do a pair or you just aren't caught up and you're going to skip one, just skip it. Happily. You are welcome. Crystal said, yay. Oh, your car clock will be correct next weekend. I used to leave that too. I did. In my old car, it was 2 cars back, it was a pain to change, and I could never remember how to do it, so I'd be like, well, I'll just leave it. It's fine. It'll be right again someday. It's awful. Ethereal said we have it here in the Canary Islands too. Really? Alice said, Crystal, mine too. You guys are funny. Candy said, oh, Candy just got the book too. Good. Well, welcome. I wish they had it digitally. I really do. And also, I know I said this multiple times, but for the new people who are going to join the knit along, the first pattern does have an error, and there's errata on the Lane site, Laine. If you just Google it, though, or look at the pattern on Ravelry. Oh my gosh, I almost said Literati. Where'd that come from? That was an old Yahoo Scrabble game I used to play 150 years ago. Oh, Amanda's at work right now. My goodness. Crystal said we get to play. How long does it take Crystal to change the one analog clock in the house? We have so many. They're mostly digital, and it takes me forever to get everything changed. But John is good about changing them. He doesn't just leave it if he notices them. Candy said, which one did you just say? The very first one has errata. And if I remember correctly, you go to the Lane website and then you pick the publication that you want to look at. So there's like a whole big list of books. And when you pick the 52 weeks of socks or whatever, it will say there's one, and there's where the errata is. I'll actually post in the Facebook group. But for any errata in the whole book will be listed right there, and it's like sock 1, here's this, sock 2, sock whatever. There's not errors on everything, but there were a few. Oh my word. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Maybe I didn't pronounce it as well as I could have, but that's what it is. It's errors in the pattern that they correct. Someone told me to check, and I went to the Ravelry pattern page, and that's where I found the link to the Lane website and everything. And I will keep posting when there is errata or talking about it, because I did talk about this fact before, that there was one on the first sock. It was only an error, I think, on one size, and it must have been the bigger one because I didn't come upon the error, but I could be crazy. Kiara said, I'm thinking about increasing before and after my side stitch markers that mark the sides of the dress. I think it kind of depends, too, like how many increases you need to get to the width, I guess you would say, that you need. Does that make sense? Leafland said, I'm a compounding pharmacy technician blah, blah, and majored in herbal medicine, complementary alternative medicine. I try to balance myself on my feet, stand tall, so I hopefully don't get a herniated disc. I think about that a lot because my mom has had disc problems, and how I want to use my core to, like, lengthen my spine. I think about it a lot. Lisa said, Kiera, depends a bit on your shape, but I'd be tempted to do 2 front and 2 back like skirt darts. That does make sense. Ethereal said, off topic, but I adore people with extensive vocabulary skills. Who do you mean, Ethereal? I don't know. Lisa said, what is it? Isn't Alexander's technique your posture improver? What is that? Mari said, Kiera, be aware of how much increasing, how many across how long a distance to make sure you don't do the increasing too slow or too fast. Yes. Alice, it's probably me. I'm slower than normal. I'm sure. Lisa said, it's that time, folks. Semi-final tonight. Exciting. Wait, for the pottery throwdown? Have a great week, folks. I mean, not to keep you, but is the semi... I won't get to watch it till it's all done. Kira said, okay, thank you, Lisa. Candy said, my posture is terrible. I keep picturing looking like a humped garbage mound lady from... I love her! What are you saying? Alice said, take care, Lisa. Ethereal said, errata, not a word used. Oh, thanks. I do read a lot. Anne said, I'm mesmerized by your hands when you spin across the top like you are now. I still haven't mastered that. Any tips? I said that I would try to do a video on it, Anne. My biggest tip is that I tend to grab fiber from like in front of my fingers. So I twist the top so that where I want to grab from next is in the right position. Instead of trying to change my fingers to grab what I want, I actually change, like that's why my fingers hardly change, but you'll see me turn and twist the top. So that's my biggest tip. Rhonda said, Kiera, see if you can find other knit dress patterns. That's a smart idea. And look how they handled the hip. I just saw a piece of wool flying towards my mouth. I can see it. Candy said, later, Lisa. Lisa said, yes. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. I love that show. John watched it with me. I don't know if any of you guys watch it, but it was available on HBO Max for a while. I don't know if it even still is, actually. And for those of us in the US who don't maybe know what it is, it's like an elimination show where people are doing different like pottery techniques and challenges and stuff, and then they get like the baking challenge, they get knocked down one at a time, knocked out, whatever, and in the end it's like a great pottery, well, it's just like the Great British Baking Show, which I also love, but it makes me fat because it always makes me want to bake. So anyways, watching it, I just absolutely loved it. I have no talent in pottery. I don't think I'll ever take up pottery. John was much more talented when we took a little date class together, but it was fun. He just took to it like a duck takes to water, of course. Kiera said, thank you, Mari. Thank you all. I love how helpful everyone is. Looking up a pattern that works the way that you want your dress to work, I think is probably going to be your best piece of advice, because you can really see how they handle that type of thing. That makes so much sense. That's why. Thanks, Sarah. That's why, because I didn't do the size 2. Candy said, I've never seen a pottery one. Sounds like something I would enjoy. There's like 3 seasons out there, I think. It is amazing. It is so good. Candy said, I haven't done anything in clay in forever. Then Candy, okay, so I already, it's all right. You know what, Ethereal, I don't mind anymore. I used to feel so bad about it, and now I just think like, it's okay. I'm just like a cute little dumpling floating around in the pool. I mean, yeah, I used to be a little different, but it's okay. Candy said, I'm good then, since I'm doing size 1. Yeah, okay. Ella said, your ability to sort multiple conversations at once astounds me, Trish. Truly impressed. Thank you. I get tired because my brain is doing a lot of reading and like keeping track. It's just, and like I'm keeping track of people's names behind their YouTube names a lot of times too. Jennifer said, I've seen the Pottery Showdown and I love it. I do too. And I also love Siobhan. What is her I can't remember her last name, but she's the new host. I love her. And it seems like she loves the people on the show. Like she gets attached to them. It's so sweet. I love it. She was in Dairy Girls, if you've seen that on Netflix. She was the sister. Elizabeth said, I get the feeling that John is one of those annoying people that is just good at everything they try without really trying. I mean, he does work at being good at some things, but he is good at a lot. On Ravelry, Kiera. Yes, Cindy said one of those judges cries. Yes, don't you love that? Cries when he sees something he loves. Because I feel that. Sometimes seeing it work that is so good just makes your tears come up. Your feet gives you a lot of feelings. Silly. Amanda said, that's cool. I have to look up the pottery one. Sarah. Well, hey, I used to be, something else. She said, yes, you are a cute little dumpling. Rhonda said, I'm doing size 2. I was knitting before bed and remember being confused about something, but I knitted on. All the more reason to pull it out. I mean, you probably figured it out. Yes, Leafland said, I think standing without leaning or laying your hands on anything goes a long way. There was a bunch of research on that recently. Ethereal said, Candy, so many pottery shows on YouTube, master potters from many cultures as well. Do a search. Crystal said, I accept that I'm one of those annoying people that tend to be good at everything first try, lots of research before trying the thing. I am not good at everything. I feel like I have to work to become good at everything, and then, but there's some good in that, you know? Crystal, oh, sorry, lots of research before trying the thing. Elizabeth said, you might be a cute little dumpling, and I am a busted can of biscuits. But I love biscuits, Elizabeth. Serious. Wait, Ethereal said, so funny. Yeah, I thought so too. What? No, Ravelry is free, Kira. The only thing that they ever ask you to pay for is if you want to have them host photos that you take for your projects instead of like putting them somewhere else and then linking them. You have to pay $5 a year, which is, I mean, well, it was $5 last time I paid. Crystal said to join Ravelry is free, and there's a lot of free patterns. Alice said, Elizabeth, you just re-traumatized me with the biscuit canister. Crystal said there are paid patterns, but Ravelry itself is free. Mel said, my youngest is starting potter. You should get it. Comes home from school every day covered in clay. Oh. Elizabeth said, I love biscuits too, and you are what you eat, apparently. Love it. I think I'm just saying, like, maybe I don't look like I used to look, but that doesn't mean that I'm ugly, you know? Or that I should be mean to myself anymore. I've done too many years of that. I'm doing it different now. Yep, Mary Beth said it's free. Anne said I did a fitness for old people class. Takeaways: practice sitting down and standing up without using your hands. Just tap your butt and stand back up. No flopping down. Ugh, that sounds hard work. Rhonda said I saw something about the CIA saying they had to teach agents to not lean. Yes, we have an American lean that gives away. I have heard that. I actually weirdly heard that recently. That they were saying that in a European airport, that's how they were spotting the Americans. Jennifer said, I'm literally only winding my 4th ball of yarn. Do you need them all? How many do you need to do a granny square? I'm sorry, Jennifer. Ella said, those weren't my brains after all. Okay, Anne said, yes, I think about this all the time. Second takeaway is practice getting up off the floor. If you accidentally fall, you need to be able to get back up. I think about that all the time. Like, if I get up off the floor every day, I'll be able to continue to do it. Do you know what I mean? Hello, Teresa. Candy said free pattern search on there. It is. It's so good, though. It's a deep rabbit hole on its own. Kira said, awesome. I am new to knitting clothes, so I need easy. You can sort by difficulty level, too, which is really nice. Candy said, sometimes we have to come to terms with outer selves and just take on the it is what it is mentality and attitude. Just Beth said, I get obsessed with craft, so I hesitate to try pottery. I have no room in my craft room. I mean, we tried it at an art center, and we did not go buy a potter's wheel or kiln, so I think we did fine. Ethereal said, Trish, self-love is good for the soul. I just grew up being super mean to myself in my head and have learned through therapy that has not done me any good. Like, it doesn't motivate you, because some people say, well, that's how I motivate myself. It doesn't work that way. It just makes you meaner and sadder inside. Joanne said, to help you feel good about your body, I recommend the book Fat Church by Anastasia Kidd. Most of the book is about history of body shaming and acceptance and how the diet industry has influenced. There's more. I think about that too a lot, the diet industry, because there is a time in history, not that far back, where I would look exactly like I'm supposed to look for my age. Jennifer said, well, of course, with all ADHD, I bought way too much yarn just in case I want more color. Well, it's more options. We all understand that. I want more colors because I now think I'm going to create a granny square sweater. Well, you probably will do it. Alice said, not all patterns are free on Ravelry, but the site is free and some patterns are too. That's right. Jan said, you have a beautiful face and a wonderful personality. Just saying, thanks. That's so nice. That's so nice. I need the personality. Crystal said, toxic inner voice. They are always a pain in the butt. It's awful. But I learned if you want to get rid of it, being nice to yourself is like the beginning, you know? And the way I do it is like, I started saying, not arguing with myself. I started saying, what if that is not correct? Or what if you're actually really fine for where you are in this world? You know what I mean? Like, and that would make my brain go down the path instead of try and fight back and say, no, you're actually this. So it's really been helpful for me. Diamond said, in high school, I took 3 years of pottery. Wow. They only had pottery 1 and 2, but they let me keep taking it over and over because the art teacher was a pottery person. So did you get to do like an independent study kind of thing? That sounds really cool. Just Beth said, you have more self-control than me. Do you mean who does, Beth? Definitely not me. Alice said, I don't like granny squares, but that weird insurance commercial with the guy in the granny square shirt makes me rethink my opinion. I only really like them in a blanket, but they've gotten so popular in clothes. Crystal said, I have learned to converse with my toxic inner voice. How do you do that? And it's in my queue for, I think it was in Hoopla, which is one of the library apps. It's wonderful, affirming the blessings of growing older. It's in my queue. Cindy said, I think that's why I love looking at Rembrandt paintings. No skinny women in sight. Rubens are the same. Like they would have celebrated me. I look just like the fertility goddesses. So come on. Why should I feel so bad? It isn't the goddess I wanted to look like, but whatever. It counts. Joanne said how the first industry, it should be probably diet industry, influenced the body ideal. Yeah, they're just trying to sell you stuff. Kim said, Hagitude, is that Lucy Pierce? Joanne said, ugh, how the diet, yes, got it. Kira said, I'm trying to get skinny too, or healthier. My boyfriend said, I am not allowed to get too skinny. Cindy said, I read a book where the characters would yell compliments at each other when they are feeling down, so I started doing that. That sounds smart. Do you yell them at yourself? Or do you have a partner that will do that with you, Cindy? Because that sounds great. And Cindy, I've got to thank you again for your spiral binding. It was like less than $5 at my UPS store, and it is just a game changer. I was saying to John, I feel like I should grab a bunch more of my paperback knitting books and do that with them. I hate a broken binding. Diamond said we all got to do our own sketches and then choose what we wanted to make. We didn't use slip, but rolled out slabs. Oh, so slab, was it all slab pottery? I don't have a lot of experience, but when I was a kid and went to summer camp, I went to one that was 3 weeks long, and I took pottery every day and learned coil, slab, learned to throw a little bit, but I'm still terrible compared to John. Just Beth said, you are beautiful and you come across as very kind and confident. I am not confident, but I'm glad I come across that way. I love it. Anne said Hankitude is by Sharon Blackie. Okay, Cindy said both. Nice. Crystal said, I challenge what it is telling me 99.9% of the time. The toxic voice is wrong. Sometimes it tells me in the past it would have torn me a new one or whatever. Oh my gosh. Jennifer said, Trish, you've made such a huge... Oh, don't make me cry. You've made such a huge effect on my life. I don't ever know if you'll understand how much when I started watching you during the pandemic, you made mistakes and vulnerability a positive. That's how you learn. Oh, man. Thanks. Cindy said, I'm so glad you liked spiral binding. I did it with some weaving books. I think I'm going to do it more. Rhonda said, what was the name of that book, Cindy? Nice. Mary Beth said the hardcover has a ribbon to mark. Slab wheel throwing 3D carving. I never did that, Diamond. That sounds really cool. Rhonda said I spiral bind my soft color recipe books. That is smart. Jennifer, you guys are. What if we are, though? What if all the things we say are wrong and we are perfect the way we are? Like, what if? So exciting. Just Beth said I can't try new crafts and not get everything to do it at home. It's really hard. So you have more, hang on, self-control than me at least. Joanne said a Potter friend made a support spindle cup for me. That is cool. She said it's perfect. Ethereal said I like kneading the clay. It feels good. Anne said I agree with Jennifer. Trisha's been an, oh my gosh, you guys don't make my head big. It's been an amazing positive influence for me. The best quote is sheep are making, they are. Don't even worry if you mess it up. And you might come back and be like, that was actually awesome. Diamond said my favorite was organic. We would use newspaper and build up around the newspaper and let our eyes and hands just build as we like. That sounds really cool. It only had to stand up. Candy said I remember having to do all that in high school. Slab, coil, character. I never did character. Throw on the wheel. We did Raku too. So Crazy said I took my collection of pattern printouts that I enjoyed to UPS store and they bound them together. That is smart too. I have a whole binder. Now I have a proper book of my finished projects. Hello, Terry. Terry said, hi all, I'm so happy to be finished carding alpaca. I worked with ceramics but not pottery. Jan said, yes indeed, Trish, I found you during the lockdown and your presence is so welcoming and uplifting. We love you so much. You guys are going to make me cry for real. Don't. Thanks, Mary Beth. I'm so glad. Candy said, I don't know if we have a place that does the spiral binding except maybe the print shop. Do you have it? You don't have a UPS store anywhere around, Candy? Cindy said it was Mariana Zapata. All roads lead here. Oh, I hope I can remember that. Shoot. Kira said, I think you're all beautiful and kind inside, so it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. You're all gorgeous to me. Oh, all my beautiful, kind friends. That's so nice. Yeah, well, you know what? The paperback one has the, what do you call these? This. So I'm using that to mark where I'm supposed to be right now, but that is a really good idea. Amanda said, I heard a good saying, I reserve the right to be wrong. Lisa said, you deserve to have a big head once in a while. I love your truth and the, oh, thank you. You guys are so, stop. You're going to give me a big head for real. And it's after 3. Staples does do binding, and Office Depot and Office Max do if you have one of those anywhere around. But our Staples had a 24-hour turnaround, and I thought, where else? There must be someone else will do it. And I called UPS, and they did it in like 2 hours. 3 hours, maybe. Rhonda said, Trish, you have fostered such a wonderful, loving group of Fibre people. It's you guys, though. You are doing that. I'm not doing that. You're doing it. Emily said this group is amazing. I agree. I sure will try, Jan. You know, one of the weird things about how this channel has grown is that there have been times, and I've talked about it, where I've just thought like it's too hard, or this is a lot, or it's too much for me, there's too much negativity, there's too much comparison, all that stuff, I should just quit. Like, I've thought that many times, and almost every single time somebody sends me an email or writes me on Facebook and tells me that it has made a difference for them, a good difference, and it just makes you feel like you got to keep going. Gosh, Candy, you must be able to do it somewhere. Someone's doing it. Like, a business might need to do it somewhere. So you just got to find them. Elizabeth said you're doing it too. I feel like it is you guys, though. Oh. Anne said, pray for Carrie. She's been silent since the tattoo started. Maybe she couldn't type. We do, Crystal. That's true. I do think the people, it's a lot. It's a lot. Because there have been people who bring different energies that, I've said it before, I kind of think of this as like a space that is, I watch over, and people who are bringing certain energies like just can't stay. And that doesn't mean that they're bad people or anything like that, but like that's not for us and we're not for them. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean you're bad. It has. Candy said it's grown a lot. Rhonda said you are doing it with us. You won't allow. No. Usually you get 3 strikes though. The first time I'll see something and be like, didn't like that, but okay. Second time I'm like, oh, really didn't like that. And the third time I'm like, bye. Alice says she's being still and don't want the artist to mess up. No. Beth said you make, I hope so. You make it a safe place and attract like-minded people. I hope so. Elizabeth said, those times that you have struggled and thought about quitting, I have a serious panic attack because I don't know what I do without. Well, the group would never have to go away. Like, even if I thought I couldn't do it anymore, I don't know. I mean, basically, just lately I looked for a real job. I was like, should I just go back and do a real job? But I don't want to stop. Amanda said I used to be able to do binding at our local library. Oh, that'd be a good idea. Check out your library. Anne said, please don't quit. You're the sunshine in my weeks. I love this group, and you, Trish, fearlessly lead us to the sunshine. Oh. I'm not planning on quitting, but there have been times, especially earlier on, when it was harder. It's hard to put yourself out there. That isn't really who I am as a person. So that was really hard. But a lot of good has come from it. But I hate people who say get out of your comfort zone. I love my comfort zone. It's comfy here. Come on. Kira said, no, please don't leave. I do have to go, though. Oh, Irini said, I always anticipate this time in my week. You are an inspiration. Irini, that reminds me. Your Killam weaving. Oh my gosh. Love it. Thank you for sharing the picture. I can't wait to see the next one. It has, Crystal. Athena said, real jobs suck. Please stay here. Bye, Lisa. You guys, I gotta go too. Connie said this is the best group and it's because of you, Trish. I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. Yep, don't forget the like button. I gotta go. I'm supposed to go to a friend's house. I'm gonna be a little late, but that's okay. So thanks for joining me today. You guys are the best, and I love you guys. Don't be sad, Beth. Anyways, we are not, even if I decided I couldn't do it anymore, the Facebook group can go on forever. And so where else can we get... Did I give hair cutting tips? I do cut my own hair. I love you guys. Have a great week. I think there will be a video Tuesday. It's not quite done. Tracy, I just told someone that. I don't know if you guys know Savannah Love. I don't know if she's on YouTube, but I know she's on Instagram and TikTok. And she was so scared to go live. And I was like, that's normal. It's okay to be scared. But after I did it, like that whole Tour de Fleece, I stopped being scared. I just got so used to it because I did it every day for like 20 minutes. I figured I could be embarrassed for 20 minutes, and then by the time it was done, it was fine. So Anyways, I love you guys. I will see you later in the week. I hope you have a great one.